continuing the Odyssey. So right now, we have 1 Buccaneer left and 2 submarines left. So because on this map, we have to handle issues from both sides. Both directions. So I'm gonna go put subs. See how it splits here? I'm gonna put subs on both sides. And then now I'm gonna need to rush barbed darts over here for the armor piercing. For the leads that are gonna come through. I need to get to 450 and rush it. $300 for heated tip darts. Very nice. You see how it's homing there? It's pretty sweet. I do one side at a time just because it's better to at least take care of some of the lead balloons over none at all. So you can see the barbed darts are coming through here. And on the right, that little DJ looking icon where it's like dancing purple-ish circle over here, that means I have the unit maxed out. And if I place it down, every round you succeed, you get 1 cash. You saw, like before I had a currency of like 1,000 something in the game. You know, basically cash is the things you like swipe and pay money for. You basically get a single cash. So if you're playing casually and you're trying to just farm cash, that's the best way. Max out a unit. Now, I'm going to try to work towards Quincy. But I really want to get a glue gunner down. So, just to slow down the onslaught. I'm going to go with bigger globs here and stickier glue. And then I'm going to go stronger glue. You see how instantly the glue gunner seriously alleviates the pressure from the wave here. Immediately. So even though my subs aren't fully upgraded, the glue gunner is slowing it down to a point where the subs can actually manage the flow of balloons coming through. I'm eventually going to get to the glue that stuns the balloons. So as soon as it sticks to balloons, it stuns 8 other balloons nearby, which is pretty OP. But next, I want to put down Quincy, since I can use him an infinite number of times on your Odyssey event.
Are you kidding me? Yes.
Basically, I have him here just to pad the DPS.
Ha!
That's literally why I have him here. It's rough, I know. But right now, we need to go focus. Instead of upgrading, I need to go helipad. And I'm doing the dual helipad, 1600 twice. Just because the cleanup on the back line is going to be insane. No, I just realized I don't have any Buccaneers for this time. And there is water in this level. Oh, it's going to be rough. I may have to go helipad plus. Oh god, I have to actually control this helipad. Quad darts, let's go. Nice, nice, nice. I'll get pursuit in like 2 seconds. I just have to move this thing around like a crazy person. The whole pursuit thing is pretty nice power up. It's pretty much makes it mandatory to get 2 points in pursuit. What I go for after pursuit is infrared and then back downdraft. This is specifically so I can take care of the oncoming waves here. Infrared to see camo and then downdraft just to stop the flow of balloons coming through. So right now we can't pierce, but that's why I have the submarines. I have a basically armor piercing on the subs, and that's what's breaking my piercing here. So right now, we're almost to glue splatter, finally. Now I have glue splatter at 022. I'm going to work towards the downdraft, because the pushback on downdraft is higher value than getting a second helipad. Just the beginning is much higher value. Getting that 3,500 is so good, actually. 1,600. Where's my? Oh, here it is. 3,500. So we're at 1,500 right now. So we're getting lots of cash right now, just because we're on round 35. And the balloons are a lot thicker, and they have more layers to them. Very good for the whole balloon economy. You can see how the different types of balloons are coming through. The regen camo are designed to destroy you. So if I didn't have infrared on both my subs and my helicopter, it'd be awful. Here's downdraft. This is the key right here. We got downdraft. It's helping push back the balloons as, see how they keep going back and back and back. Very good. So I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna try to save my helipad and try to swap it with Bernie stuff. And then the signal flare is gonna be key here because it's gonna be allowed rapid reload so I can shoot crazy number of times. But the whole point here, you see the afterburn. I just got the talent to make it so it burns continuously. Come on. You can see the power of the backdraft there. How it got, that balloons got all the way to the top here, but then I pushed it back with backdraft. Very beneficial. Now, shattering shell is what I need to break the big reds and the armored big reds, and I got the talents to improve it. The monkey knowledge talents. So we're gonna get advanced intel now, and that's basically gonna let my subs actually assist in shooting. So if one unit can see, so right here the glue gunner and Quincy can see the balloons in the front, the subs can see and shoot at it even though they are not in range to shoot at it. They have the capability, the advanced intelligence, as you would say, to shoot at it. So we're just slowly working for 11k. The mortar here has an ability called Signal Flare, which is a 0-3 or 0-2-3 build, but I'm gonna go further than that. That reveals all the camo balloons turn into regular balloons.
Come on!
Oh man, that was a close round. Good thing I popped a Quincy active. Up next, balloon incineration. Nice. Alright, we're getting close to the later rounds, so I'm just going to be precautionary. And start upgrading these subs to ballistic missiles. Just to be safe, I like to do this towards the later end of the rounds, is make the balloons go a little slower. And this way I can micromanage my target of my mortar monkey to ensure I have no issues with this at all. Now we still have downdraft on the helipad, which is really nice. Now for this build, the Odyssey build basically, you do not need to get the fourth. You do not need to go here, so 2, 3, 0 is enough.
Come on!
Because the fourth one is just econ. And you can't really econ in Odyssey gameplay, you have to just DPS. Now Quincy should be getting his levels up pretty soon. One more level, and Quincy will be able to use Arrow Shower, which is very useful. Alright, we're gonna reposition. Nice, okay. So micro into the mortar is insane DPS. If you've never used a mortar monkey before, you have to constantly reposition the mortar monkey and where it's aiming to ensure you're doing the most damage you possibly could with it. So I'm going to keep microing it, make sure it always stays in the red targeting. And then when you're done, retarget back to the beginning entrance. Now I've just upgraded the glue gunner here. This is really important. This glue gunner has this super powerful sticky glue now. And what that does for me is going to stun the balloons as they come through. And the stun allows more DPS time on your balloons. very useful. Very, very helpful. Region Zebras just came through. Wow, that was a rough wave. Thankfully, I have no issues here. Now this super glue is what I want, really, but I don't know. That's just a quality of life thing, something I want. I don't know if I would actually get enough money at the end of the round to get to it. Okay, now I need to reposition this thing. That butterfly flying across the screen makes me keep thinking the balloons are coming from the other way, but it's not. So you see right here, this helicopter is pushing it back. It's the nicest thing ever. It pushes as long as, and then the mortar you see right here, I can kind of move it forward a little. It's hitting right on the balloons as they're coming through, so they can't actually enter the water. The only time they actually enter the water is when the MOA starts blocking it. I need to keep repositioning these MOAs, or the mortar. Hopefully there be no Zimogs. that's my wish list, you know.
Come on!
No Zimogs. I'm sure there will be. That's where the powerful of the glue gunner comes in. This mortar is actually moving, or MOA is actually moving slower because of the glue on it. Ooh, they're actually getting kind of close. We would need more DPS. I'm gonna have to drop down a second helipad here because we just don't have the DPS right now. Also because 2 downdrafts is better than 1. So if I can get a second downdraft going, that will really help. Both of them will start split up, pushing the balloons back. You don't really have to worry about the positioning of your troops right here because you have a limited supply. What I'm using right now, I cannot use it next round.
Incoming!
Next island, basically.
Headshot!
So this is to ensure we don't die here. Quincy finally got arrow shower. It's like about time. 50 round 56. Quincy's finally getting his act together.
Come on!
Quincy's power is a nice clutch. 13,000 is the next bet. Ballistic first strike capability. It basically fires a missile right as a MOA comes in, but it's just one shot. It's not anything too dramatic. You can see the additional DPS here, how it's really assisting when the MOAs come in. Last time we were having a little trouble. Come on. Wow, there's so much damage coming through here. You really just have to keep moving it. Yeah, I know. It seems a little annoying. You just have to constantly keep retargeting your mortar to get the most DPS out of it. You can't just have it sit there. Especially with the limited supply of units you can actually use. And it might seem a little annoying at first, but it's not too bad. At the end of the day, it's not too bad. Quite a lot of DPS in it. And it's quite literally your most powerful balloon on the map. Not balloon, I keep saying balloon. Monkey on the map. The mortar firing, just because it has a dot to it, after it DPSs a unit, it then starts to burn it and do extra damage. And then when it hits that unit again a second time, it puts a second burn on it, and the first burn and the second burn are going at the same time. That's if you have rapid fire. And it just keeps going and going and going. Oh. See, this thing is, I don't know if we have a Seohyeon Zamog over here. We're gonna have to hinge our bet on the submarine's first strike capability.
BFB incoming.
You can see just the missiles is constantly hit it. Just bombarding it. You see that? It's actually a pretty significant amount of damage.
Headshot.
And then luckily they come out clustered like that, so you can splash and get lots of work done. So we actually were able to take care of a big red quite well there. Didn't seem too much of an issue, destroying a big red. We're gonna arrow shower this because for some reason you couldn't see. Can't do much for himself. Now here I'm having to micro between two of them, just to ensure we get the burn going on all the incoming Bloons. And we do have the pushback going. You can see as the Bloons keep getting close to the water, they keep getting pushed back. But there's only so much pushback these things can do. It's a really rough round is what it is. The glue gunner is doing wonders. You can just see how much the glue gunner is helping this. If it wasn't for the glue gunner, we would have lost that round. Just because of how potent the glue is right now. I'm kinda hoping they slow down on the DPS, or the balloons. Really hoping for that. Ooh, see that purple sticky-ish glue right there? Boom. Doing tons of work.
What's up? You can come on.
Oh, that was rough. Round 63. Roughest round of all, I guess. There you go, first strike capability. We finally saved up for it. When a big blue, big red Zamog come out on the map, it's going to launch this ridiculously powerful missile that will do a ton of damage and hopefully instantly break the hardening shell of the big red and big blue, and or if it's not reinforced, it will just destroy over half its HP. That's pretty nice. Really helps out the gameplay.
Seriously?
Oh, come on. Oh, they slipped.